Hello all, Les from FutureFX. You might have already heard a few little stories about a big, massive, a really good update that's coming for Trend Trader. I did do a couple of posts and put a little bit of a video up about it. But this one here, I wanted to go in depth on a little bit more so you know what's coming, because it is, literally is quite exciting. And what I'll do is do some back testing here for you. I'll show you how the old version or the current version that everybody has, what it would produce, and on the same settings, but the newer version with the new update, we'll do exactly the same settings, exactly the same time period on the back tester, and we'll see what difference it makes. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm using Euro USD, and I'm using the first 2 weeks of July last year. Why July last year? Well, was when I first started backtesting, was when I first started making Trend Trader. I was backtesting starting from July, so I've just continued to do that. When I come up with optimized settings that I give to the community, they're based off the most recent 6 months, but we're only going to do 2 weeks at the moment so that it's not an exceptionally long video or anything. But settings, these are the settings we were using. These are our original optimized settings for Euro USD. So it's all pretty much exactly the same, except for this max trades per pair. I've just got this one set at 1. So it's going to operate exactly the same as the version that everybody already has. So let's kick it off. So this is just exactly how we're using Trend Trader now on the 15-minute time frame, 1 trade maximum per pair at any one time. If you're not using the current version, it now has this built-in lot size calculator here. So you enter your risk you want per trade, and it tells you what lot size to use. Over here, the 3 different time frame trends, when they all line up, either as sells or buys, the writing goes from red to green so that you know it's getting close. So after all the 3 time frames line up, then it looks for a retracement, a little bit of a retracement, and then confirmation that the trend is going to continue downwards. So when they're not all lined up quite at the moment again. Right, so the software has opened up a trade. A sell order because all the time frames say sell. It will always trade with the trend. So I just wanted to go through this and show you exactly how it currently works so that you can understand the differences when you see the new version, how it works. Okay, so it's opened up a trade and the market's dropped down nicely and it's in good profit. Okay, so nothing wrong with that. But right about now, the software's detected, the market's retraced a bit. And if the market was to continue down again, that would be the same setup as why it took out this trade. So it's going to register the fact that this downtrend is continuing and could potentially take out another trade here. But the current version won't allow that because it already has a trade open. And as you can see, it did keep coming down. And this is our take profit right down here. Profit lock's kicked in, that first profit lock. Second profit lock's kicked in. And now we've hit take profit. Okay, so nothing wrong with that at all. A perfectly played out trade, but when we have a look at the new version, we'll see that it can actually now do a lot better. So all I'm going to change is the max trades per pair. I'm going to bump that up to, I'm going to bump it up to 5, although on the 15-minute time frame, I've never seen it open up more than 3 at any one time. But I just put it at 5 because I want it to take out potentially as many trades as it likes. And let's click start. So everything else is the same. We're testing the same time period. It can just now take out more trades if it wants to. Let's let it play out until it gets to where the trade gets taken out. So nothing's going to change until after that first trade's open. We're going to open up that first trade at exactly the same time because everything's still the same. But then it should, right about where I said it should, take out another trade. So yes, the trend's going down, and the trends all say sell. But what the software is waiting for now is a bit of a retracement, which is what we're getting now. And now if it gets confirmation that the trend's going to continue down, it will take out a trade. Three time frames aren't lined up now. And bang, we've got our first trade. Exactly the same place as we did before. Now, remember here before, okay, this is where I paused the video before because I said right about here, software should be registering that it's, you know, all the criteria have lined up for another sell order, but because it had one opened already, it couldn't. Let's see how it goes. There we go. It opened up a little bit lower than I thought, but it's opened up the second trade. Okay, and the first trade has the first profit lock kicked in. Some people think it's cool that I can know exactly when the software is going to take out a trade and how it's going to operate. But, you know, I programmed it to trade how I trade. So it's not surprising. But actually, the software knows how I trade, not the other way around. Well, we just watch these two trades play out because even though it's only back testing, it's always good to see trades working out. A profit lock hit on the first trade. Second trade has take profit hit on the first trade. Profit locks kicked in on the second trade. So it's the 6th of July. We started on the 1st. So in real time, it's almost been a full week. There we go. It's opened up another trade. So we have two trades in play again. And the second trade's gone right through to take profit. And I've just stopped it. So what I'm going to do now, that was just to give you a visual of how it looks, but the visual does slow the back testing down a lot. So I'm going to get rid of the visual and I'm just going to start it again. And it's going to do that 2 weeks really quickly for us. We can just see a representation on the graph here. just so we can see what profit it makes. Actually, what I wanted to do first, stop, experts. I'll max trades per pair. I'll change that to 1. So this is exactly how the older version would play out. We'll just quickly do this one first. It won't take out very many trades in 2 weeks. And that's it. So it just took out 2 trades and it made $223. So that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Let me just bring up a little notebook here. And so the current version made $223. Just keep a little record of that. So now we won't change anything at all except for the max trades per pair. So now it's taking advantage of the new update and can open multiple trades at one time. Check out a report, $338. And it took out twice as many trades. So it took out 4 trades, made $338. $338. Okay, so from how the old version would operate compared to the new version, with everything else being the same, over 50% improvement in performance. I think we can do better though. So one thing that never worked on the previous version was running the software on a lower time frame. 15-minute was the sweet spot. But now, and I don't think this will work on all pairs, and we will have to still optimize settings to suit this properly to get the most from it. So that's what I want to say. There's a lot of testing and back testing and tweaking to come up to before I release this. Not that we'll be too far away from releasing it, but let's just leave everything else exactly the same and just run the same thing, but on the 5-minute time frame. So what I know always happens, the lower the time frame, the more entry points there will be. So we will get a lot more trades, but previously that would reduce the profit or give you a loss because they weren't as accurate entry points. But now, the way this works, let's see. So the old version took out 2 trades. The new version on the same time frame, 15-minute, took out 4 trades. And now the new version on the 5-minute you can see that there's a lot more trades involved there. Took out 18 trades. Two trades on the original, 4 trades on the newer version. Okay, and now running it on the 5-minute time frame, we've made $879 and it's taken out 18 trades. We can go one further. We can drop it down to the 1 minute time frame now and see how that goes. So along here, we've just got a lot of little tiny profits. So that'll be just all hitting the first profit lock. These will be normal wins, tiny profit locks. Just check the report. Okay, so now on the 1 minute, we've bumped it up a little bit more to $1,042 profit and 21 trades. This is the old version. We've basically quadrupled the profit. Okay, now admittedly, I already know from testing that the lower time frames aren't going to work on all pairs, at least not until we come up with some new optimized settings to suit the whole new setup. But you know, I don't think you can argue with these results. What I am going to do though is that last back test we did on the 1 minute, I'm going to do it on the visual so we can just see that playing out, because I think it's cool to see exactly. Don't worry about that. That's just it starting off. Here we go. First off, we've got to wait for these to turn green. Okay, so we've got one trade in play and a second trade just opened up as well. This is on the 1 minute time frame, so I'll just squish it up a bit. So we've got 4 trades in play and a 5th trade. So we have all 5 trades open now. Okay, profit lock on one of them. Profit lock on 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, so they're all in profit lock now. So all 5 trades are no risk trades now. Running on the 15-minute time frame, we didn't even have a single trade open yet because we're still on the 1st of July here at the moment. So those little profits, only $3 profits. When it hits the first profit lock, it's only tiny profit. But profit's profit. Okay, so those ones all closed out on profit locks. We still have 1 trade in play. 2 trades, 3, 4, 5 trades. We have all 5 trades open again. And all still 5 trades, and they're all in profit lock again. It looks like it's in really big profit, but because it's just on the 1 minute time frame, that's not a huge distance. So from those trades down to where we are now it's still 100 pips, but we still need to get down to here to find the take profits. I'm actually liking the 5 minute time frame myself, but the 1 minute does, back test slightly more profitable a lot of the time. The reason I like the 5 minute is it spreads out the trades a little bit more. So at the moment, we just hit the second profit lock on all of them. So, that's a bit better. We're only on the 5th of July. So each full take profit is giving about 1.2% profit. Let's open up another couple of trades down here. We've got 2 trades here and 2 trades, three trades down here, 2 up here. These 3 are all in profit lock. Up to the 6th of July. So this new feature, what it does is giving you, as you can see now, we have trades right up here and we have trades down here. They're all sells because all 3 time frames are in a sell trend. It's just a little hard to tell when you're on the 1 minute time frame. I just play it out on the visual through until the end of the first week. There we go. We hit those take profits. Nice. Just have these 3 trades left in play. Four trades. One, 2, 3, 4, 5th. I think we've got all 5 trades open again. These 3 are in profit lock. Still a fair way down to any more take profits, but you can see how if you only had 1 trade and it was the one right up here, it's going to be a long time between trades. Sometimes it can take like a week for 1 trade to play out. And so during that week, well, since that trade gets taken out, no more trades can play out, even if there's a good setup. So now there's the potential for a lot more profitable trades. Up to the 7th of July, so our week's just about up now. As soon as this hits the 8th of July, I'll stop it and we'll see how we went. Still going down, still definitely a sell trend. Sometimes it's hard to tell in the 1 minute, but have a look up here. The 15-minute trend's a sell, 1 hour's a sell, 4 hours a sell. So having sell orders in place is definitely what you want to be. And we're up to the 8th of July now anyway, so I'm just going to stop it. And I'll check out the report. We had 15 trades for the week and we made $703. So just trading 1 pair for 1 week, we made 7% profit. Okay, now admittedly, the testing I've done so far, Euro USD shows the biggest improvement with this newest update. But what I'm going to do though is, so Euro USD always shows very minimal amount of losses. Okay, so having more trades when none of them are losses, obviously going to produce more profit. So I'm going to run it on a pair now that has always takes more losses. And one of the reasons it takes more losses is because we run a stop loss of 300 points. So it's a very tight stop loss. And so what I do is I'll set the take profit and stop loss, and I'll turn the visual on, and I just quickly start it just for a moment. And this is basically what I do in real live trading as well. I set the risk that I want. I set my stop loss, and I set my risk percentage, and then I read here what lot size I need to risk 1% per trade. And then I'll go back into my EA and I'll set my risk percentage at what it says. So I've got the settings for pound USD, and first off, I'm just going to run max trades per pair at 1 to get a look at what the current version of the software would do. And I'll just put it back on the 15-minute time frame and let it do its thing. Okay, the report, it took out 2 trades and made $156. Okay, so still something I'm happy with. If one pair can make 1.5% for the week, oh, that's for 2 weeks, but still, that's 0.75% per week. And I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot, 0.75% for a week, but I don't just use the software on one pair. I'm currently trading using Trend Trader on 10 different pairs at once. So 10 times 0.75%, that would be 7.5% for the week. So if all my pairs could perform like that every week, I'd be laughing. So those results are still really good. But let's see what the new version of the software would do. So we'll bump up the max trades. And so the difference being here is that on the Euro US, there was no real losses. I know for a fact on pound US, you end up with more losses. So anyway, let's see how we go. Okay, I won't keep going here for too much longer, guys, but I will just keep a track of this. So the current version of the software made $156 in that 2-week period. Now, let's see. We've got it up to max trades at 5. So let's just see what the new version of the software would do in the same period. Report. $57. Okay, so it made less. It made $57. So it made, $100 left. So that just proves that I haven't planned out my video here too well. Just go, as I said, I'm still in the testing phase of it. So on this particular pair, the new version made less, but I still think by changing the time frame down to a lower time frame, it's going to give us more trades and allow us to capitalize on the market trends a little bit more. So we'll just bump it down to the 5-minute, which is going to give us more trades and hopefully more profit this time. We made $1,500 now. That's a huge increase, isn't it? So that means that this new version on using the 5-minute time frame made 15% profit in 2 weeks. Mate, that is huge. So let's put that in our little chart up here. $1,500. Uh-oh, hang on. Don't forget the 9. Okay, and because we did on the other one as well, I'll see how we go on the 1-minute time frame. But I don't think we're going to beat what the 5-minute time frame did. Well, we might do. Yeah. Ooh. No, we didn't. $834. So this is the current version. This is the new one on 15-minute. New on 5-minute. And new on 1 minute. I know I'm being pedantic here now, aren't I? Okay, so that's the result. So it worried me a minute when we went less on this one, but the lower time frames were still better by so much. It's not funny. And so the whole reason that I wanted to do this was that, okay, so this is a report. So that last run through we did was on the 1-minute time frame, and this is a report. So it took out 47 trades. 22 of them were losing trades. So we only had a 53% win rate, but the wins were so big. So on Euro US, there was basically no losses. So I wanted to show that the new version works well even when you're taking, a number of losses, which we've definitely done here. And one thing I do just want to quickly check was the 5-minute one. So on the 1 minute, we had 22 losses, so 53% win rate. So on the 5-minute, which was our biggest profit, we only had 13 trades and 4 of them were losses. Okay, so that's cool. So Euro US, not many losses. Pound US, quite a few losses, but both showed a marked improvement on the new version. So that's all the comparisons I wanted to share in this video, really. So that's great. Look at that. $156 on the current version. And on one of the scenarios with the new version, we managed to make basically 10 times that amount. Crazy. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to share for now. I will leave it to you and talk to you all later.